Okay, hello and welcome to the Stampscapes website. I've had a lot of questions as far as information goes on things like accessories, on the stamps, etc. And I've never done this, but I thought I would give a little bit of a, tour of the Stampscapes website, stampscapes.com, and show you what it's all about. Okay, so on this opening page right here at stampscapes.com, we have, I always embed the videos that I do on this YouTube channel into the website, okay? So if you click on the little embedded video, it'll play the embedded video, but there's this little notation down here. Click to enter the Stampscapes website, or you can click on it up here. That will take you to our home page here, our menu page. Pretty primitive technology here. We built this website a long time ago in the 90s, and I don't know, it's very functional and you can get around. It's almost a labyrinth though, but you can click on these different things. There's not one way in and out of the different sections here, okay? So up here in the left-hand column, you have stamps, workshops, information, the gallery, lessons, and stamp board. Stamp board's a little bit of a, kind of an old accessory product that I helped develop with ampersand art. Now it's called Clayboard art tiles, okay? But I kept it on here because it's just the spot to get kind of stamp board or Clayboard art tiles now, information in regards to its association with stamping, and also some usages, okay? You can check out their website as well. I'm not quite sure where the information is, but it could just be on ampersand art. I think there used to be a stampboard.com or something like that. Okay, so anyways, let's go over to this. The big thing, our stamps, okay? Where are the stamps on our menu? Well, you just click on stamps here, and that'll take you to our stamps page right here. And this is the little information here, or a lot of information because no one reads it. But it's just talking about how to view the Stampscapes product line. Please use the pull-down menu left frame to select the desired viewing order, okay? So you have stamps right here, okay? View stamps by choose one. Latest stamps by code. By code is the one that I usually go off of if I'm looking for a specific stamp. Everything's kind of listed by a numerical order, okay? And this is the order of release, okay? Now, not every stamp in the Stampscapes line is available individually, okay? My latest sets, for example, are in set-only form, okay? Well, not all of them. I put together a couple sets that include some of the older stamps. I just put them into set formats now. But these are all thumbnail versions, and I've had people that, kind of aren't familiar with kind of browsing the web and whatnot asked me about this, but they said, hey, these things are so small, I can't even tell what they are. Well, right here it says, click on the thumb or title to view the stamp at full size, okay? So let's go into just this first stamp right here. This is the Aurora Borealis rays. It talks about the approximate size. That approximate size is the wood block size that it would have been, or that would be mounted on if you bought it in wood form. But my stamps are pretty close to the dimensions of the wood. I don't have a lot of excess exterior space if they were available on wood form. Most people don't get wood form stamps anymore. That's why right here in this pull down menu, I've listed the unmounted version first. Now, if someone wanted to buy that, all they do is add to cart, okay? You click on add to cart, it'll open up a different window, and here is this cart right here. Oh, I was testing out my sets, right, or my class things right here. This takes you to a secured PayPal shopping cart, okay? The Stampscapes.com site is not secured because there's no financial transactions that take place on Stampscapes.com. You don't enter any information, any financial information, any personal information, addresses, phone numbers, any of that on Stampscapes.com. We chose the PayPal website just because the sheer number of transactions they used to do, especially in regards to things like eBay purchases, but they're still a big major player in the online commerce world. So in order for me, I felt that they had the best security and still have some of the best security out there. Okay. All right. So as you would add more things to your cart, it'll take you back to this page. So this is on a separate tab right up here. So let's go back to the website right here. Okay, but anyways, let's go back to that module again, okay? And when I say by module, I'm talking about the pop-up windows that come up. So let's say Cloud Cumulus right here, okay? Cloud Cumulus pops up. Again, here's your purchasing options right here. And you can go down into this area and click on any of these links right in here. And that will take you to examples of how that stamp has been used, okay? Now, we don't have every example for every stamp that's been used, okay? But there's a lot of them, especially with the Cloud Cumulus. It's probably used in, I don't know, I would guess there's 1,000 examples in the Stampscapes Gallery using that cloud stamp. But I don't have all of them embedded here that we can click onto a link for, just because there's, there would be way too many, but let's just click on one of these right here. This takes me to, okay, that one was a link to the Flickr Gallery, okay? So it took me to the Flickr site, and here is a gallery showing that, and here's some information down here in regards to that. But see, it opened up a separate tab up here so that we can still have, let's say, let's go back to the Cloud Cumulus right here. It's in my window, and here's the stamp module, okay? Or you can check out any of these different types of video files down here. Here's a good one right here for the Cloud Cumulus. It's how to use it right here, okay? And this video, here's a video using a stamp from Marks of Distinction along with that cloud stamp. Let me just click on one right now. Thank you for tuning into Stampscaping 101. This is this 2-stamp scene that I stamped. Okay, so that was just on my, that's in YouTube right there. We can scroll down and see all kinds of different applications right there. There's one with my son there. That was probably video, yeah, video number 200 there. Quite some time ago. He was looking really little like right there. But a lot of different things. I stopped embedding some of my latest videos with the Cloud Cumulus just because I don't want to have 50 videos listed here. It's just, too much, okay? But let's go back to this file right here. Okay, now look at this right here. You can click on all the individual modules right here, okay? And you can see how they are. Purchasing options, single file options, video options right down here, okay? But you can also see this listing right here, Let's say you need the code. You don't want to scroll down this way. Just scroll down right here. You want to see stamp number 203G. Click on that one. And that opens it up in this other window right here, okay? Instead of opening up a module, so you get a larger view of it. But you still have this page right here because it just opened up a separate tab. That might get confusing for some people. But if you can see like this, so you don't have to keep reloading the page. I would rather just do what I need to do here. If I want to add to cart, there it is, opening up this. There's my Aurora, Borealis rays, and oak branch down there. Okay, and you can just close up those other windows. By closing up those windows, it does not remove those stamps from your shopping cart. Now, that being said, this is on the PayPal website, okay? Those different, let me see here, the different page right here. Okay, so it's on the shopping cart. The way the shopping cart can remember what you have previously added in here, you see I have my 3 stamps now, is you have to allow cookies, all right? Cookies for this PayPal site, it's so that the shopping cart can remember you. It's not going to be removed, okay? I can close this page up right now, this tab, and I can log in, I don't know, a month later, and those things will still be in my shopping cart, safe and sound. You know, I can decide and edit and whatnot. Okay. Now it's so you have to allow cookies on whatever browser you're using. Could be a PC, could be a tablet, could be a phone, whatever. Okay. Or if it's one of those things where it says, "Do you want to allow cookies for this site?" Then just allow the cookies. Okay. All right. So, anyways, the thing that I usually do, my preference is to use the modules, to click on the thumbnail links. Then you have this module that opens up here. Okay. You have all your things that you want to see right here. Close it up, and you're back on this page right here. There's no going back and forth and whatnot. This is just to make it easier or to have another option. Okay, this is choosing the stamps by code. Let's choose it by title. Now we have the alphabetical listing right here. It's all alphabetized right down there. Let's, if you know the name of it, you have to know the specific name sometimes. Sometimes there's, oh my gosh, there's cloud. All right, well, what kind of cloud was it? Is it the alto cumulus cloud? Is it the cloud with crescent moon, cloud with lightning, cloud with rising moon, cloud with moon? I don't know. Let's say you're a stamp owner, store owner, and you have someone call in and say, hey, I want you to order that Stampscapes cloud for me. Well, what cloud are you talking about? Kind of describe it. Well, you can go down to category as well. Categories over here, sky figures, rocks, plants, and trees. Let's say it's a cloud. That's a sky figure right here. Click on that. You can see the different clouds and whatnot. There's still quite a few of them. There's the alto cumulus cloud, cloud strips small, spooky cloud. That's kind of a negative space cloud. Cloud cumulus, but it really narrows it down. Cloud with lightning, okay? And there's different sizes of them as well, so you can see them. Usually when there's two different sizes, usually they're back to back, not all the time. With the different sizes, sometimes I'll have one size of stamp, then, I don't know, I'll get a lot of requests over a period of years. Hey, I wish that was in a smaller size as well, so I can use it for depth or something like that. Sometimes it's like, okay, I've heard enough of that. Let's make it into a smaller size. So it's not going to be, Cloud Cumulus 018E, Cloud Cumulus Large 019G. You know what I mean? There might be 30 stamps in between or something like that occasionally. Okay, so that's my category right there. New stamps, whatever the latest releases were. This one happens to be 9 different stamp sets. Speaking of stamp sets, let's go to the different types of stamps right here. Wood-mounted stamp sets. I just had an order for those today. I don't have a lot of those wood-mounted stamp sets, but back in the day when people were using wood-mounted stamps, sometimes you wanted a starter set or something like that. So we have set number 8, this one's 7, and this is 6 right here. When I released it in unmounted form, I called it that, but back then it was Lakeside Cove Large set, Country Chapels set, and the Lakeside Cabin set right here. In the unmounted form, this is 6, 7, and 8 in terms of the nature sets, okay? Speaking of all unmounted stamp sets, let's check out those. We have the nature sheet sets going down to now 29 sets right here. We have the people, animal, spooky, sky sets. We have the scenic sentiment sheets. These are all thumbnail versions again. You want to see the stamp module? Click on the stamp module. That pops up right here. See some different samples where those different quotes have been used from that set in video form or in still form, single file examples, okay? Some of those are embedded on our website. Some of these are Flickr links, okay? I think that's all. I don't have links to go into any other sites. Symmetry sheets right here, okay? The butterfly one right here is one that I really like a lot. I like all of them, but I've used that butterfly one a lot. Greco-Roman sets, okay? 5 sets right here. Miscellaneous sheets. These are all sets that I've done for, I did for a Stamp in the Hand company when I worked for them way back in the day. And here's some different samples using the different sets right here. It's talking about the incarnations of the different sets. Okay, so this is all unmounted sets, right? Here's just the nature sheet sets, okay? If someone just wants to see the nature sheet sets, they don't want to see symmetry and scenic sentiments and Greco-Roman and whatnot, okay? Scenic sentiments, right there. I think you get the idea here. These are also thumbnails. They're larger thumbnails on this page, just because the text is so small, okay? But here we have the cling-mounted sets right here, okay? Cling-mounted sets, not all sets, unmounted sets, are available in cling-mounted form, okay? If it is a set that wasn't, you know, like those symmetry sheet sets, I don't sell a lot of those because they're not nature sets. Stampscapes is known for nature, of course. But that butterfly set is pretty popular in cling form, unmounted form, etc., okay? So we have made one symmetry sheet set in cling form. Okay, so let's say we click on one of these now, okay? These are cling foamed and trim sets. That means they're available that way. Well, let's click on nature sheet number 1. It still comes up with the module for nature sheet number 1. It's just simply available. So you don't just go add to cart because it says unmounted sheet right here. So you pull down and select the cling foam if you want to, and add to cart, okay? A lot of different examples right here. Okay, so that is the stamp section. That's a brief overview of that stamp section. Workshops, this is my new section right here of live online Zoom workshops, okay? Basic class number 1, Stampscapes 2, visual depth and lighting, Stampscapes 3, skyscapes, Stampscapes 4, foil scenes, Stampscapes 5, details and lighting. More classes to come. I'm going to be adding those in over time. But here's the multiple class option. I also have just one class right here. If you want to add one of those to your cart, you just click on that. If you want to go 2 classes, 3 classes, 4, 5, whatever, okay? Now, sometimes I'll have an add to cart under these specific classes too, under the specific dates. But what I think I'm going to be doing this on demand or whatnot. So I have people that have paid for multiple classes. So anytime I add some classes in there, I send an email. Stampscapes 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to be on whatever dates and whatnot. You can click on those links and, or not click on the links, but you can email back to me and say, I want to take that class on Saturday. Please sign me up and whatnot. Okay. And that is that. Okay, those have been fun, interacting with people, watching people work. It's not the same as being right there with someone, but it's pretty close. We can get some really good information, exchanged, and I can see what people are doing and make my instructional tips in real time. Okay, so here's the big information section right here that a lot of people are always asking about. Or they don't ask me about the information section, but they ask me for the information that's already in this information section. I get asked questions that I haven't been asked before too, but just in general, okay, speaking of general info, here's the general info area. What are stamps made of? Do you still unmounted? Are you an angel company? Do you have a store? People don't ask that anymore. Hard copy, catalog, wholesale, etc. Instructional videos. Before I used to say no on that one, but we certainly do now. Instructional videos. Okay. Oh, I need to update this. Stampscapes has a YouTube channel where you can watch over 500 instructional videos online. I need to put a link to that there too. 500, I'm probably up to 1,200 uploads at this point in time, so not exactly updated there, but the gist of it's there. But here's the big one right here, the materials FAQ. I get questions of this all the time. And it used to be pretty updated, okay? But now it's just a different world out there. There's different manufacturers, there's supply issues. Companies, big companies are going out of business a lot of times, consolidation, whatever, okay? But where should I start when selecting my first Stampscapes? So I'm talking about the sets here. The unmounted sheets are a really good way to go for that. What's the difference between mounted and unmounted? Let's scroll down here. Anytime I click on one of these things, it'll take me to that information down below here, okay? So let's say glossy paper. What kind of glossy paper is the best? Click on that, and I have my information on glossy cardstock down here, okay? So we're talking about Chrome Coat, CTI, King James, you know, and everything that I know about that. But I list right here, what you want is, in terms of thickness, coating, double-sided, single-sided coating, etc., and the size, dimension, okay? Here's some embedded glossy test right here. I don't know why this says video unavailable right here. I think it just didn't upload, so if I kind of reload that, it should load. But these are embedded links to the, you know, video lessons on, or descriptions on different papers and stuff like that, tests and whatnot, okay? Okay, in the UK, our friends at Serendipity, talking about Craft Creations Astrolux. That might be an Astrolux paper in the UK, okay? So as I get different information on different company, you know, different suppliers in different countries, I don't know why people sometimes find that stuff and I say, well, where'd you get it? And they tend to not want to tell me or something, because over the years I don't have too much information. I'd love to have a Australia, European, source for these different papers. So if you know those different types of sources, please advise. The more orders these places get, the more chance they're going to stay in business, and they'll be available to, they'll be available to, make further purchases from. Okay, gel pens right here. I need to update this right here. I was using gel pens. I'm using more of the paint pens these days. So that's something that I've changed right here. Oh, I do have the Meowsen pen right down here. I don't know if that's a company that's around anymore, so I'm using the Artistro pens, okay? So see, I need to change that information around. Applicators, I'm using a lot of paper towels these days and whatnot. Here's a thing on the stylus tools. I have that on there, embedded in there. I need to remove that sometime. The makeup brushes right there, not my favorite in terms of my use, so I don't know what, I should do a paper towel video, for embedding on there or something like that. Okay, but that is that. But I also have right over here the accessories offsite links, okay? So these are the different links, and it's not working on Chrome, okay, for some reason, my link page like this, but it should show the different products on that. So hopefully on your tablet or browser or whatnot, you can utilize these links right here. These links that I have in here are just convenient things going usually over to Amazon where you can buy it from, or you can reference it to see what these things look like, and then you can, do your price comparison shopping from there. But there's everything in here from media, okay, the Brilliance Graphite, Graphite Black inks, Dr. P.H. Martin's, the Meowsen, Artistro pens, Emoki, 3mm, paint pens, dye inks right here, the Marvy Matchables. People say, hey, you can't get Marvy inks anymore. Well, I have the link right in here on the accessories offsite links page, okay? Paper right here and surfaces. Here's the Mohawk Everyday Digital. People say, I can't find it. Well, it's right here in this information. If I can find out, I don't list something like, okay, here's where you can get distress inks usually, you know what I mean? Because you can find those everywhere. I find those things, or I have links to the things that people have a tendency of asking about or not being able to find somewhere or whatnot. So I have them right here, the crystal rhinestones and whatnot, okay? Ordering info, different types of interviews that I've been in over the years and whatnot. Here's the Warren Grunig interview. Scrap and Stamp, January 2012. Oh, there's a picture of me. Oh, they had I did this article for them a while back. All right, let's get out of here. The gallery section, little bit of an antiquated type of thing because everyone can post all of their types of works online these days on Facebook, on early on it was Picture Trail. Does anyone remember Picture Trail? But, you know, you can post it to your own blog and whatnot. Back when, before all that was available, people would submit, you know, scenes to me, or not really via email. You know, sending files that was a lot of hard drive space. So sometimes people would send us their actual pieces. We would scan them, upload them to the website, embed them, make thumbnails for them. It was crazy. I don't update this anymore because I just have updates in my Flickr page. You know, someone emails me some stuff, I'll put it on the Flickr page for that. Maybe I'll show that here. But all these different things right here. Here's Debbie Beals. She has all these scenes like this, and just like the stamps page, you click on the thumbnail and it comes up with that full size piece right there. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at I don't know, some different people right here. Let's see. I'll show you. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of some different people here. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's probably 10,000 scenes in this gallery alone. You know, you can click on somebody. See this person right here. Look at all the scenes that she has. A lot. I have an email link to them. So, you know, before with social networking, this was kind of some social networking back then because I would embed their email on there. Okay. Oh, Pam Klein right here. She used to own Inclined to Stamp right here. Here's the store. I used to have information for their stores right here, but she was a really fantastic user of the Stampscapes line right here. See this right here? That was from, I can't remember the name, Coronado Island, I think, right here. But look at this beautiful scene right here. Sometimes I have an interview with the people that are in the on the gallery. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. Instead of being in a publication, they had a different venue by which to, you know, whatever expression and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of different people in here. There's Ken Pescio right here, really great user of the stamps. Look at all that. You know, so you click on one link, and that's one of his pages right here, as you can see. So it is just really a very densely packed gallery section in here. You can go on forever in this gallery section right here. I haven't checked it out in a while, but I do refer people to pieces that are in the gallery section occasionally. You know, if I can remember the name of the person. I don't always remember the name, but sometimes, like, I was looking for that vellum piece at one point in time when I started using the vellum, and I got my idea from someone in this gallery section. Okay, so that's the gallery section. The lesson section right here used to be lessons like this, where I would break down the use of these different types of images and scenes into step-by-step progressions like there. Here you see it going in a 9-step progression right here. So you'd click on this and it would go. I mean, this was really effective back when, but now the video form is just, it's so much more effective. But there was a lot more reading back then, of course. So go back up here, main lesson page. Here's the YouTube videos right here, and this is what I'm embedding all of my videos on. There's the stamps used right here, and that's a link to the, it's taken a while for it to come up. There's like 20 videos embedded from YouTube here, okay? Let's see if it's come up yet. Yeah, see, it's starting to load. So I'm on broadband, but still looks like it hasn't loaded yet. That's why it's not kind of I don't know what it's not. The cache isn't filled up. So here again, here's all these different thumbnails down here. You can click on the thumbnail if you want to see all the stamps that are used in this. You can click on that. Opens up your module. You're ready to go. You're interested in buying that from that video. You just go click Add to Cart. It'll put it into your PayPal shopping cart. Close it up, and you're back on that video. You can watch right here. in this video form right here, okay? So it's loading it up, and I'm watching it right on the website, the Stampscapes website. Okay, but let's say you want to get some more information of that scene, okay? This is just a smaller version of it. It's embedded into the Stampscapes website. You want to see a larger version? You come down right here and just click on YouTube. That opens up a separate tab or separate window. And here you have it in this form. You can watch it on full page, you know, like that if you want to. Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, let's close up that tab right there. And we're back on the Stampscape site. There's all the YouTube videos, all with conveniently thumbnailed versions of all these different stamps that are used in that version. Or like I said, you can just go to the Stampscapes YouTube channel. Some of these aren't loading right here. I'd have to reload. There's a lot of information like that, okay? But here's the stamp along videos right here. You know, tend to be shorter videos, but videos that I have formatted for, you know, as if I was teaching you one-on-one an individual class of how to do that. So this is still loading up right here, but this is the same type of thing right here. Here's the stamps being used in here. If you want to kind of go along with, you know, me, if you get some stamps or whatnot, it's a good way to do it, you know, go with the stamp along videos. The stamp along videos are also a playlist on the Stampscapes YouTube channel. So you can go along with that, or you can choose sometimes. Let's say, hey, I don't know where to start with you know, Stampscape stamps. There's 400 and something individual designs. There's 29 stamp sets or something like that. Take a look at the stamp along videos. See, you know, a video of what stamps have been. This is just using nature set number 7 right here. But here's all the individual stamps right here too. Or you can just buy it in set form. Click on this, follow along with the video. Press pause when you need it, you know, if it's going too fast. Here's mood and media. Here's some lessons by some different people too. This goes to the Trina Brannon blog, Terry Bruin. She has several videos up. Some of these were the Linda Ellenwood lessons, you know, their step-by-step lessons on this site, okay? And so on and so forth, you know. And that is basically it, okay? Like I said, I have links to other people's blogs and video, you know, YouTube video channels and whatnot. But there it all is right there. The gallery. Oh, and see, these are all the different sections right here. But you can also click on the YouTube, not the YouTube, but the thumbnails over here to the different things. Don't have anything up on auctions right now, but this is a link to the auctions on eBay. Sometimes I have overstock options and whatnot. Stamp board right here. I don't really need to go into that right there. But here's something that you might be interested in too. You can get this in the stamps page right here. Let's see. Download catalog checklist, okay? PDF version or Excel version. Stamp sets listing. Someone help me out with that. That does Excel spreadsheets all the time, but let's click on one of these. Let's click on the PDF version of this right here. And that comes up with the PDF Stampscapes checklist right here. It goes all into the individual stamps right here, okay? Or you can click on the different sets that you might have right over here. But some, you know, those sets also have individual stamps in there too, right? So we go over here and you can go with the stamp set listing. This lists all of the individual stamps right here. And if there's a code that's in red, that means it's also available individually. I can't remember who sent this to me, okay? But whoever did that, thank you again for doing that. I need to update some of this stuff. But see, this goes up to nature sheet number 21. I need to update it with the nature sets 23 through, you know, there's some. But like I said, some of them aren't available individually. Like nature sets number 1, 2, 3, and 4, those are only available on those sets right there. So It's a good way to keep track and inventory your pieces. Collect them all, right? Okay, so that is also on the Stampscapes homepage. Okay, so right here, it makes sense to have it on the Stamps page, right? It's right here. Oh, here's a formal hard copy catalog. I don't have hard copy catalogs anymore. Let's go back to the home page. I put it right here, right underneath all of our thumbnails right here, PDF, Excel, stamp set listings. These days right here, just to, I have these, I forgot what these are called. I'll think about it later, but these are, links to the Pinterest galleries, pinterest.com. This one's the Facebook one. So anytime I do an updated listing on Facebook, it'll show down here. And here's international distributors right here. The retail store listing right here. There's not a lot of stores around. Some of these, you'd have to contact them to see if they're still in business. I haven't removed a lot of these, but you know what I mean. We all know the story with the stores these days. A lot of them are gone. So check on that. Yeah. It's kind of sad looking through this, to tell you the truth. I miss my stores, but we have the different distributors right here, and I have links to them right out here and whatnot. Okay. Or you can contact me and say, hey, where can you get certain types of things? I need to update this. Like, I'll have a new Norwegian client here pretty soon, so they don't have anything listed right here. But that is the Stampscapes website right here. The things that I'm updating a lot these days tend to be the lessons and the workshop area. I don't have a workshop. I think I switched my workshops here because I stopped traveling to workshops. The workshop thing is right in the left-hand column right there. So yeah, I should switch this workshop with the auctions because I don't do auctions that often anymore. But I don't know. We'll figure it out and whatnot. But anyways, if you have any questions, drop me a note in the comment section and we will get to that. Okay, so that is that. Welcome to the Stampscapes homepage, website. Hope it comes in handy for you if you're looking for different information on both the stamps and the accessories that I tend to use. Okay, thanks for watching.